Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. Let us begin by remembering that there is that within us which knows the nature of truth, which knows the absolute and universal consciousness, which is one with that absolute consciousness. And experiences the peace of that knowing. Are you willing to accept that that is known within you? That despite all the objections of your ego and all the beliefs and barriers and other ways we have created a separation, that separation is not real. That the barriers and the resistance are all just choices to create a dissociation from the truth that is known within you. The strategy of the ego is to keep us distracted, to keep us feeling separate. That is its job. That's what we gave it to do, to implement, control, and separate us from our true self. But there's no reality to it. You can't look inside your mind or your body or your brain and find any of that. It's just in the realm of thought, particular patterns of electric activity in your brain that can be easily changed, by the brain, but perhaps not by the ego. We are so tempted to think of ourselves as victims. There's an endless list of ways in which we are victimized, ways in which we are powerless, or feel powerless, or act as if we're powerless. But in fact, all power rests with us. Simply through the act of choosing and decision making. If we decide our resistance is too high, we will never overcome it. We'll never be free of it. If we decide our resistance is just a creation of our own mind that we can change at any time, we open a realm of possibility. Can you imagine what would happen if you only proclaimed the truth, if you insisted that only the truth was real? If you denied any claim of some power against you, any claim of victimization in any way, what do you imagine would happen? The ego says that we would be deluded, that we would be crazy. There is no such thing. But we know beyond any other knowing in our lives that there is the truth. We know that in a deeper, more connected level than anything else. We may not experience it because we are choosing something else. But the fact is that we do know the truth. And so, are you claiming to be a victim of anything in this moment? Or are you willing to accept that the truth, the universal and absolute consciousness, is the only reality in this moment? That consciousness is creating all that we experience right now. And that it is just energy. Everything is energy. We use energy to create the barrier between ourselves and truth. Between our conscious awareness and the experience of truth. We use that energy to create a contraction, a state of nervous excitation, because we think there is something to be afraid of. There's something to fear within us or outside of us, which denies completely the reality of this moment, which is that we are, right in this moment, perfectly safe, perfectly free of any danger or threat. There is no reason for us to be protecting ourselves. The ego will object and will list all the possible and potential problems. But where are they right now? In this moment, right now? What is stopping you from breathing? What is stopping you from eating, from resting? There is no outside force against you right in this moment. So there is practically no reason to be anything but relaxed and at peace. You may hear plenty of objections from the ego. You may think there are forces against you right now. Old traumas, conditioning, old beliefs and fears. But they are not the reality of this moment. The reality of this moment is always the only truth. It's the one consciousness, the one power, the one perfect divine, loving, creative source. We will not pretend that this is an easy shift. Resistance seems real, seems powerful. But it is a choice we are making. It's not a power against us. It's easy to forget that there is only one power. That is the power of creation, of divinity, of love. Anything that seems like a power, but is not love, is not a power. Only love creates. And so, let us revisit the possibility of proclaiming only the truth, not insisting that there are barriers that are somehow out of our control. We are the choosers. No one, nothing is acting against us. There is no reality to that. We are an infinite being. One with an infinite consciousness. And we know this. It is known deeply within us. And we suffer when we deny that. We experience all kinds of suffering and pain and misery and struggle because we deny the truth. Not because the truth wants to punish us. The truth could do no such thing. But because we know the truth, and we know we are denying it. There is a cost to that. But the good news is, no damage has been done. We could recover our connection in an instant and know the truth and be at peace we will not be judged. The truth is not being withheld. It is all our choice. The moment we reconnect, we will be free of the suffering. We will wonder how we could have ever believed in it. So let us remember and affirm the truth, which is that we are one with the absolute, universal, infinite consciousness. There is nothing else. We exist within that consciousness. We are inextricable from it. That consciousness is pure, divine, and perfect. And so are we. Are innocent. That is the truth. That is reality. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go and learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.